Hello guys, this is Pat from Database Comics. Today I go over a sneak peek for my September newsletter. Every month I publish a newsletter to Facebook, and also I actually send it via email to my email subscribers. I'm going to go over a little bit about the process of creating of selecting the content for the newsletter and also of sending it over to my subscribers and on Facebook with Mailchimp. So the first thing I usually do is to determine the content for the month. With my current business model, I actually publish about 1 to 2 posts per day, per month, and so that's a total of 30 to about 45 or 50 posts a month. So that's a lot of work. But in order to help people kind of know what kind of content they can expect monthly, I have a newsletter that I send out to subscribers and also to people who follow my content on Facebook and Twitter. So I also send it on Twitter. I've been sending on Twitter the past 3 months or so, and I've been getting some engagement. So that's a positive. So for September, I usually go through it essentially month by month. I usually have it months in advance. I have newsletters published till about October or November. So those are the newsletters that I've already created on my notes app with my Chromebook. Actually, I have the notes app on my cell phone too, so that helps out a lot too when I have some ideas at night time. So I try to divide the posts and content of database comics per week. So the first week of the month, I usually have the comic book days and superpowers published. So for the month of September, actually, since there weren't enough days, I actually just had this DC Day, my current Marvel Day series on Doctor Doom, and then I had a fan theory that I published on September the 3rd. The proper comic book days week is actually the second week. That's usually when I have the comic book days published. So as you can see here, I used to have DC Day because I usually have Monday to be DC Day, Marvel Day to be Tuesday, Dark Horse Day to be Wednesday, Image Day to be Thursday, and then the last day is usually any day, any of those companies. So for example, for September 2021, the second week I had reviews that was for the GLA storylines, and then I had Marvel Day, and then Wednesday Dark Horse Day, and then reviews for the Supreme storylines, and then on Friday I have Marvel Day, and so that's the She-Hulk Titania post. Now my third week I usually have battles of the week. So these posts are the ones I'm currently working on. I try to get them done a week in advance or a month in advance. Usually it's a month in advance, but sometimes it's a week in advance. So as you can see, I have He-Man and Lion vs. Mama Part 2, and then Vision vs. Ultron. So this is the name of the comic that it's based on, The Last Avenger. I also have this one I really liking is Orion versus Darkseid. I haven't had any posts about Orion yet, so that's a good thing. So that's really a good thing to build up on the New Gods and also the death of the New Gods, which is the comic is based on. And then I have Power Level and reviews for Luke Cage. And then the fourth week is usually the Power Level week. So I have Beast Boy verse turns into a Python, Power Level, Hercules stops Godzilla. And this is actually the storyline theme. So Gods, Monsters, and Infinite Power. So that's Hercules stops Godzilla from Stop the Angel, lifts and passes it. Power Level, and then Jean Grey stops two Sentinels with a telekinesis. So the issue is Uncanny X-Men 78, and then the theme is superhero battles. And then the date when it's published is September the 22nd. And then Power Level Green Goblin, Power Level Prometheus, And then the last week is usually the last, I guess, 3 days or something. The last week is usually just about anything else. Since I didn't cover superpower in the first week, I have it covered in the last week. So as you can see, superpower explains the DC hierarchy of the most powerful lanterns according to emotional spectrum power rings. Cosmic hierarchy, September 27th. And then sometimes I have at the last day of the week, I usually have the Krypton series, the Krypton video series. So for this one, I have why Ultraman is Superman's most formidable DC multiverse counterpart. And then the wiki page for Silver Surfer on September 29th. So the purpose of these newsletters is essentially to bring people's attention to the content that's being published on Database Comics, because I realize that I'm kind of a small business, and I can't really afford to publish as much content as I would like. So I try to be more strategic with the way I publish my content. So 1 or 2 posts a day is about as much as I can do for the time being. So I have up to about October or November 2021 newsletters, and I usually publish the newsletters about the first or second week of the month. So let me go into Mailchimp, which is the marketing website that I use to publish the newsletters. As you can see, I have the number of recipients, which is 2 recipients for the newsletter. Let me go to campaigns, and then I have to click on. It's taking a long time since I'm recording this video. It usually doesn't take this long. So what I showed you was the editorial schedule. So the newsletter is actually this content right here. Essentially, I have about 11 posts that I hit on the editorial schedule. I think I wanted to highlight the most important ones. For some reason, GLA Trial by Fire didn't show on September. Let me check. It does show, okay. So GLA Trial by Fire, the Guardians of the Universe feared the Martian race. So this is the editorial schedule for September 2021. And then of course the Battle Ranker, which resumes tomorrow. Round 2 resumes tomorrow. I was taking a break for Labor Day essentially. And then so that's what the newsletter looks like. If you have any questions or comments about the newsletter, or if you want to know about upcoming posts for the upcoming months, don't hesitate to ask me or to contact me. And also, I wanted to say that the Database Comics newsletter is essentially a way for me to promote the post, but also I plan on promoting products for Database Comics through newsletters. So I will probably by January 2022 I will have paid newsletters. So I'm still working on it. In any case, I hope you guys enjoyed my video.